Okay, so what I'm trying to say from this is the number of jobs available for support roles is actually very many. Do you understand? You can see from this search, we have the first job here. You can see is support. This one again, support, IT support, ICT support. Are you seeing them? There are very many, and this job does not require any much technicalities. Most of them are just documentation. You just write documents, know some things about IT support roles, which I'm going to be showing you, and just few things. You can see this one, regarding IT engineer, technical support specialist. Can you see them? So what I want to do right now is to check what are the requirements. What do they need for these support roles? Okay, so I'm going to just click on this one here. So let's see what they actually require. So these are the key responsibilities. You can check them out later yourself. I just want to go straight to this technical skills required. Can you see this? So educated as an aeronautical component engineer. Okay, so this one might require a little bit of because they are more specific with this, but other things that you need for this particular skill or job is, you can see Microsoft Office, Microsoft Projects, Excel, Visual Machine. Then I think these are the main things you need on this role, which I'll be showing you. MySQL and SQL Server. So these are just what you need actually. You just need the knowledge of MySQL and SQL Server. So we'll check others now. We'll see what they need. So can we start from that first one there? Let's even check the first one. Let's see their requirements. So these are the primary responsibilities, what they are going to be doing. So if you are planning to get a job, instead of concentrating on or looking for very high skill, look for some jobs around this area that is not very technical, and can still give you the same money that you want. So you might look for some that are actually entry requirement. This is just like having GCSE, so they don't really need too much. This job doesn't require too much. Customer experience, customer satisfaction, it's just an area I think everybody should, not everybody anyway, I think some people should actually look at, aside the, this another one. So you can go through them and see. Do you understand? And I think we're going to be having some trainings on this area too. So I think I opened this one earlier before. So require some skill on SQL Server. So you can just go through it, just look at it. Support roles are not very technical roles and does not require too much. So I think for the analysts, I clicked on other analysts because that's what they just require is just a knowledge of Excel. This is the analyst, this IT support. Okay, this is IT support too. So they don't require too much. So it's an area I think some people should actually look at instead of just work. Of course, while you are doing what you're trying to do, still consider some of these roles. They are not very technical, and you can actually start working with them, working with this company. Some of them are remote jobs, while some of them you need to be there physically. But acquiring this skill ahead of time is something that will just put, like this one. They are looking for data analytics and business intelligence. Let me show you what what the requirements are. Look at the requirements for this one. Look at the qualifications. Can you see that it's not, they don't need too much, because it's majorly documentation, proficiency in advanced skills with Microsoft Office, Excel, PowerPoint, Word, Outlook. So this is the only thing that they need from you. Ability to work in a fast-paced environment, ability to adapt to quickly. So this is just regular stuff. The only technical thing here is just, which I think many of you know, and of course we have trainings on these areas too. So I think I'm going to be having trainings on support. So for those that want to go into QA and support roles, so we're going to be having training in that area so that you can start. That's purely for those that are actually looking at having remote jobs. So guys, is a software support developer. So let's see what we also have here. Remote. See, this one is remote support analyst. So let's see. So they're going to be paying you £18 per hour, depending on your shift times. So I just noticed this, and I found out that most of the jobs, in these areas are support roles. And support roles, like I said earlier, they don't require you coding. They just require you some database management skill. And so you can see it's Microsoft Office support, as well as working with documents. So that's what you're going to be working with most time, documents, writing and all that. So the technical knowledge should cover as many as of the following. Office, can you see the same Office, Microsoft Office? So C3 Access Memo, this is not a big deal. So document management system, eDocs. So these are just the Active Server and Active Directory. So I think we're going to be having a course on this, or some of these areas, so that you can actually just get started with this. So this is just what I wanted to show you and let you know that there are a lot of support roles, IT support and QA jobs available. Like you can see here, this is not me just telling you, this is something that you can see for yourself. I mean, you can see tests, digital test software engineer. So testing roles, support roles are so many. You see, you have not even seen, okay, of course there are programming jobs right here. So you can see UI UX, can you see it? Product designer. So, and I think we have a course on product designer. So this will even give you a clue of what area. Can you see IT support technician again? They even need, this one is an apprentice. They don't even need you to be technically grounded like this one. You can just start as an apprentice. So business intelligence analyst. So we actually showed you something like that earlier on. So these are different roles. Cloud application support engineer. So we're going to be having a training on this, so that many of you that are actually planning to either get remote jobs or thinking of going abroad, you can be equipped, and you can even start applying. You don't need to wait for anybody. You can even start applying for these jobs. So if you really don't have a remote job, so you can actually get something, So thank you very much. I believe you've gotten something for what I'm trying to pass across. And as if you actually want any of these roles, if you actually want training on support and IT testing, we're going to add that to our training courses for 2023.